Let's talk about that little extra charge you sometimes see on your restaurant bill. You know the one, the service charge. Is it even legal? Do you really have to pay it? Well, we're about to find out. You know the feeling, right? You've just finished a fantastic meal, you're feeling good, and then you get the bill. And there it is, an extra service charge tacked on to your total. We've all had that moment of confusion, wondering, wait, what's this for? And do I actually have to pay it?
So let's just look at a quick example. Say your food comes to 1,000 rupees, but when you look at the total, it's 1,100. That extra 100 rupees, that's a 10% service charge the restaurant decided to add. Now, most of us just pay it thinking we have to, but do we? Well, it turns out there's a very, very clear answer to that question, and it comes straight from the government. So let's dig into what the law actually says about this.
Here it is, plain and simple. Forcing a customer to pay a service charge is officially classified as an unfair trade practice. Seriously, there is no wiggle room there. The law considers it fundamentally unfair to you, the person paying the bill. And this isn't just some suggestion, it's the law. We're talking about the Consumer Protection Act of 2019. This is the actual legislation that gives this rule its teeth, and it was designed specifically to protect all of us from these kinds of sneaky charges. And don't think this is some old, forgotten rule. It's been tested in court, and recently, too. On March 25th, 2024, the Delhi High Court confirmed it loud and clear: restaurants cannot legally force you to pay this charge. Okay, so you might be thinking, great, it's a rule, but does it actually have any bite? Oh, you bet it does. There are some very real consequences for restaurants that decide to ignore this. Just look at the numbers. The Central Consumer Protection Authority, or the CCPA, has already gone after 27 major restaurant chains for this exact issue. And we're talking about some big names here, like Barbeque Nation. And what does that mean for customers' wallets? Well, thanks to people like you making complaints, the CCPA has helped get over 4.5 crore rupees refunded. That is a ton of money that's gone right back into the pockets of consumers where it belongs. But wait, there's another sneaky part to this. Some places will add the service charge and then charge you GST on top of it. That is a huge no-no. A service charge isn't a government tax, so you can't legally apply GST to it. Think about that for a second. They're illegally taxing you on an already illegal charge. All right, so we know it's illegal. We know it's unfair. Now for the most important part. What can you actually do about it the next time you see this on your bill? Let's go through a really simple step-by-step action plan. Okay, here's your game plan. First, always give your bill a good look. See a service charge? Step 2, politely but firmly ask the manager to remove it. You don't have to explain why. It's your legal right. Now, if they refuse, don't get into a big argument. The best thing to do is just pay the full bill to avoid making a scene. But, and this is the most important part, keep that receipt. That is your proof. Then you make one simple phone call. This is the number you need to remember. Or hey, just put it in your phone right now, 1915. That's the National Consumer Helpline. You call them, tell them what happened, and with that receipt as proof, you can file an official complaint. It's that easy. Now I know what you might be thinking. Does this mean I shouldn't tip? Absolutely not. And it's so important we understand the massive difference between an illegal service charge and a voluntary tip. They are two totally different things. It really boils down to one simple thing: choice. A service charge is a fee the restaurant forces on you, illegally. A tip, on the other hand, is completely voluntary. It's a reward that you choose to give for good service. You decide if and how much you want to give. That power is and always should be yours. So there you have it. The power is officially back in your hands. You know the law, you know your rights, and now you know exactly what to do. So the only real question left is, how does it feel knowing you're in charge?